Yeah, nice evening.
Oh, yeah. How are you doing today,
I'm
Kibum?
I'm really glad to hear my name from you. Hello, Jamie teacher. Today I'm really good because I read two books and write about that book review today. So,
Okay. And what are those books you read today?
uh, it is about one book is about the working hour. That the title is that uh I only work 4 hours in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And the another book is about the imagination. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Which one is better, the first one or the latter one?
Um, yeah, because the ri- the I think the latter one is better than the former one because
Former one.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a student, so I kind of feel directly about the working. I'm just
Mm.
yeah, I'm a job seeker, but today I'm not a worker, so I can be sympathy about that book. So I just enjoy book about the imagination.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that is in English, right? Those
Oh,
books are in English.
uh,
Are they in English or Korean?
sorry, it is in Korean.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they are in
okay.
Korean because I want to read the books in English and also I try to do it, but I don't find any books that it is suitable for me. Yeah.
Okay, right. And
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of good books in English, so I hope that you could find one that could really interest you. Okay?
Oh, I had a bad memory about the English books because when I was young, my father forced me to read Harry Potter in English, and I was really feel inconvenience about that. Inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So these times so I have some trauma about of reading the books in English, but I try to
Oh.
do it.
Mm. If you're not fond of reading English books, then maybe you can try reading English magazines or newspapers. I think those are shorter. I think those are shorter articles,
Yeah.
and they're actually also good for your English study.
Yeah, I also try to read the English articles, but recently I enjoyed the videotape like a Conan
Ah,
O'Brien
videotape.
show or
Mm-hmm.
midnight drama such as uh, do you know Victorious
No.
or Modern Family like that?
Modern Family,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so since you're actually watching those kinds of TV shows or programs, so I think it's also really good for your English practice. So just continue doing those activities, watching those English programs, and eventually your English fluency will heighten or improve for sure. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. No problem. And how about for today's class, Kibum? What did you prepare?
Why don't we talk about choosing one free talking topic?
I'm sorry, we can just talk about.
Why don't we choose one topic?
Oh, okay.
Which one is good to talk about? Mhm.
It's your choice.
Um, about exam hell. Yeah, exam
Exam
hell.
hell?
Yeah,
Really? Okay. So
because
let's have this
yeah,
exam hell.
well, because my major is the ethics education, so I'm really interested in exam and education.
Okay. And let's start with question number one. Read and answer, please.
Um, read it. Uh,
Yes, please.
what is your opinion about taking exam to enter schools and companies? Do you think it's a fair system? Why or why not?
Mm-hmm.
I think it is not fair because a lot of people have a variety of ability to do it, and so the only taking exam is checking only one ability, I believe, and it is continued to. continue from school to company. So I think it's unfair. Yeah.
It is not fair, right?
Yeah.
But how about if this could be only one factor or one stage in accepting a student? You mentioned that a student or a person has a lot of abilities, right?
Yeah.
So, in your own opinion, how can companies or schools can assess those abilities of students if they will not be taking examinations?
I think it is always a hard problem, especially in Korea, because a lot of Korean people feel unfair if they took another way for accepting students. Uh, in the past, uh, I don't know. I don't know because there are ways. Before we change the ways of accepting students, we should change the social atmosphere. I think because in Korea, a lot of people are really highly of getting a university scholar or specific university name.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes the student to take an exam regardless of their ability. So if we change the atmosphere and the society want the people that who are good ability in specific area, that will be make some different in education system or like that.
Okay, but I think it still falls down on taking an examination because for taking this examination, for example, as what you've mentioned, is that if I am a great student but I am not really good at reading or maybe in math, right? And
Uh-huh.
math and science, those are actually the most important factors in taking exams because schools usually have math problems or science questions, right?
Uh-huh.
But if my ability is related to arts, then of course I will totally fail the examination, right?
Yeah.
However, if that examination also has questions related to arts, or maybe if in that examination I can also show my art skills, then maybe it could also
Ah.
be fair to me, right?
Ah.
But still, it still falls down on taking an examination. It's just that schools should be fair in giving factors, I mean, in distributing the areas of subjects,
Mm.
right?
I
This case, I think they can gauge or measure the ability of the student that, oh, the student failed the math and the science test, but he is really very good in arts, right? So I
uh-huh.
think this major, or maybe he can go to this specific school or maybe academy or
Mm.
something like that, right?
I understand what you point out. Yeah, but yeah. You mean that if we change the specific theme or subject, we should take another exam for our
Hmm.
ability related with our ability.
Right.
Yeah. Uh.
Or maybe schools should give all those important factors in gauging or
Uh-huh.
in measuring the student's ability, right?
Ah.
Not
Yeah.
only just focusing on the English skills or maybe
Uh,
the math or the science
mm-hmm.
abilities of the students, right?
I understand what you point out because when I try to understand this vocabulary of exam, I especially focus on SAT like that. That
Mhm.
the specific subject is determined by such a government or education department. That you mean
Mhm.
a little bit different because if we yeah if we respect the students' various ability, we should take exam respectively, not the
Mhm.
not the objective standard test.
Right. And that is
Ah.
my point.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
You believe that another alternative that we can devise?
All right. I'm sorry.
We can devise another
Mhm.
alternative instead of the taking exam. Hmm.
Another alternative.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about having an interview maybe in schools because for having an interview, you could also be tested on your interpersonal skills, on
Mm-hmm.
how you communicate, and also I think your IQ and EQ can be tested
Oh.
during an interview.
Mm.
So aside from taking exams, interviews could also be considered.
Ah, okay. Then you mean that the former of interview can be more efficient to um what I want to say that is
To
it is it
measure or to gauge
yeah.
the student's ability.
How about recommendation or reference by reference?
Reference or recommendation, I think it is not that,
Fair.
no, I mean, maybe. Because, we are not born yesterday, right? We know that it can be manipulated or it could be influenced by
Hmm.
other people, right?
Yeah.
If we are close to high ranking officials, then we can just ask his or her support, right?
Uh-huh.
Or
Yes,
his
yes.
or her recommendation. So I
Yeah.
think it is not that fair.
Yeah. But in the case of interview, it is not efficient for it is not fair for some students who are not good at verbal skills.
Mhm.
Some students are really good at reading skills, so they want to prefer they will prefer to take the exam as a former writing or reading.
Mhm.
So I will always consider I always think of this topic and is it really is there some system or the what I forgot the vocabulary, sorry, just wait a minute.
It's okay.
A system or institution that it is really fair to everyone.
With regard to that system, if you will be considering that examination, taking the written exam and also the interview, I think they should go hand in hand. So
Uh-huh.
it can belong to a process. I mean, after taking the written exam, then the person can also have the interview. So
Ah,
those two processes can be, I think, they can be fair
they can
in
be
gauging or measuring the student's abilities
yeah. But
because
yes, yes, but if we believe teachers or the some of the person, I think the most um, objective, not I believe it is not objective, but most powerful way to
if
sorry,
the
recommend,
most proper way evaluate
yeah,
something.
evaluate it is the reference or recommendation
Mhm.
about teacher. It is because um taking an exam can be influenced by such a factors like condition, weather, or like that noise or accident. Also, so but it is really hard thing. I think. Uh, yeah.
Mm, I think you also have a point, and you mentioned about the reference from the
Mhm,
teachers. So
mhm.
how about using the academic records of the student? For example, in accepting the person in the university, then how about his academic achievements in high school or
Uh-huh.
maybe in middle school? Those have records, right?
Yeah, in Korea, a lot of educators and university utilize the records, but there are a lot of news that it is not reliable because the teachers are not reliable because they they revise or make a comment make a good comment to students who receive
Mm-hmm.
the who give the teachers money or the like that. So
Give money or they give bribes,
yeah, yeah.
right?
So if we want to utilize the academic records, I think there should be a premise. Is it right? There should be
Hmm.
a premise that teacher is a reliable and they don't receive any bribe or that.
I think that is actually considered in the professional conduct of the teacher because that is illegal, right?
Yeah, but a lot of Korean teacher doing that because I
Really?
heard. Yeah, because I heard that because I'm in the edge of the Korean university, and I heard
Mm.
a lot of cases that manipulate the thesis or names about school recording. Yeah, academic records.
Mm-hmm.
So so
So
I
I think
think
the
yeah,
mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
For me, I think the problem is not the process or not the policies, but by the people who are being influenced.
Also,
Because,
yeah.
for example, you mentioned that the reference coming from the teachers and the academic records of the students, those are actually could be fair ways of evaluating the students' academic performance. However,
Uh-huh.
those are being manipulated by teachers because they receive bribes,
Uh-huh.
right? They
Uh-huh.
receive money, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
So I think the problem is actually not the process, but
Uh-huh.
the teachers. I think in order for this accepting bribes to be avoided, then the schools or maybe your government could
Uh,
be more stricter in implementing such
yeah.
laws in, protecting the records of the students
Mhm.
and also the schools, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think you're really good in this topic, and but I want to say about that because I want to point out another part that
Mhm.
the if we get academic records or like what is in English? Sorry, wait a minute. Admission officer system, is it right? Admission
Admission
officer system
admission officers.
system.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
it is really influenced by the wealth of parents. Oh,
Okay. I think the only solution to this is for the school to be stricter with their policies. If they will just be allowing that, then
uh,
it actually decreases the quality of the school and also the quality of
the,
the teachers, the professional conduct of teachers. So the system is fair. The only problem is the teachers or the people.
yeah, yeah. But I think it is really hard to control the people because they are not fixed cost. Is right.
Right. It
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
because for me, I think there is no other way that we can make it really fair if students will not be taking examinations and they will not be having interviews. Can you
Uh-huh.
recommend some?
How about making a artificial intelligence instead of teacher?
Oh, that would actually lead to another topic, and I
Yeah.
would want to talk about that with you maybe next time,
Yes.
since
Okay.
our time is really fast and it's already over.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we talk really loud or much. I think. Uh,
Right.
I'm really
And
nervous. Yeah.
really,
Yeah. Yeah. You're very good at this topic, so I'm really nervous. Oh, what I should say about this topic. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I actually noticed that we actually exchanged positions because a while ago you did most of asking the questions and I
Uh,
did most of answering. But
ah.
maybe next time we
Yeah.
could exchange positions. Maybe I think you're just trying to know my ideas regarding this topic and I think I was able to relay or express myself. So
Uh-huh.
maybe next time I could also ask you a lot of questions about our topics for me to know more about your ideas. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay then. Thank you so much for attending our class. Happy New Year to you and to your loved ones. Goodbye.
Have a happiness to New Year. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. You too.